Hey guys, I just wanted to make a quick video. I didn't really prepare for it at all because it's going to be brief. I just wanted to show you guys. So I've done a lot of videos on silencers, and I'm going to do another video. Actually, it'll probably be up right at the same time as this one, because I'm going to do sound testing, decibel rating testing on these suppressors. So I base off of the suppressors that I've been making out of machined aluminum that you guys might have seen the video of me making it, and I've been trying to make the best one I could that would be better than any other on the market as far as an actual decibel rating, a decibel level that's coming out of it while you're using it. That how much on the same gun with the same ammunition, the same everything except the suppressor, how much different it could be. So my suppressor design has been substantially lower than every other suppressor I've tried, which I've tried the FX Donnie FL, the Impulse, both sizes, the Trident, the 0 decibel. I've tried a lot of different moderators and the factory ones on several suppressors. The Behemoth is a great silencer, and so is the Impulse, the larger Impulse. But I've beaten both of them. So these are having more of an effect. The aluminum one, I haven't tested all of these because I made these in a lot of different filaments. So I made, based on that design that I've been using with the CNC machined and lathe turned aluminum, I've created a design on Fusion and made it into a 3D printed suppressor, because these are very effective, and I can actually sell these at a price that's going to beat anything on the market. So for instance, these three here and those three in green are all in PLA Plus, PLA Plus Pro. So it's a higher end PLA, but it's still a PLA. So those are, I'm going to show you the decibel rating in the other video, but I'm going to be able to sell these for 79 bucks. And I don't see too many air gun suppressors online for sale for 79 bucks. And then this is aluminum partially filled with aluminum ASA. This is going to be $100, $99. And then the other engineering grade filaments, this is in PETG. This will probably be $79 as well. And then the other engineering grade filaments, like this is PA12 carbon fiber. And then I have ABS glass fiber. That's ABS glass fiber. And then I have some Nylon X Kevlar that has Kevlar in it. And then these are just PLA carbon fiber. But the difference with even with just the PLA carbon fiber is big. So these are going to be 99 as well. So 99, 99, and then all those 79 with the PETG or the PLA Plus Pro. And then the aluminum and the carbon fiber filament, and the higher end carbon fiber filament. This will be 99 in this range, and then these will be 129 in the glass fiber, ABS, and the PA12 carbon fiber. Those are the more expensive, and then the Kevlar one will also be in the 129 range. But still, 129. I don't think there is another air gun suppressor for $129 online. I mean, they're made out of aluminum, but these are more effective. I mean, the bottom line is, how quiet is it? Like, I've bought and tested these other suppressors, and mine are quieter, even in 3D printed material. So you're buying a suppressor to suppress sound. So if you want an effective sound suppressor, you have to design it the way that, I mean, for air guns, it's totally different. For example, I recently got the Scout Epic, right? And the suppressor was affecting the accuracy of the gun tremendously. So I kept their original size of the threads, these bigger threads here. I have the adapter. I have a couple of them. They came with the gun. Thank you again for that, Ed. The guy that I bought the gun from. It came with two different, one is like regular polished aluminum, the other one is anodized black, and they reduce it to a 1/2 inch UNF. I don't know where I put them, but I have two of them. But so what I did is, this has 3D printed baffles in it, and this one, I got another suppressor when I did the SDX conversion, excuse me. when they sent me back the STX conversion, they sent me another suppressor with it. So what I did is I used 3D printed baffles in one, and I used aluminum machined baffles in the other. And I'm also going to compare these in the other video. I'm going to shoot that gun with both of these, and then I'm going to try it with multiple different suppressors, and then I'm going to try them all on a different gun. So you see I just put some felt around the aluminum machined baffling system that I put in. Let me take it out for you so I can show you what I mean. And then these 3D printed suppressors, they don't open. And then I actually machined this part down a little bit because I wanted to make more room for the baffles. So this is just wrapped in Tessa tape. And here, I'll take it off for you. I'll put it back on before I try the gun. But the carbon fiber and even the PLA, the filament is absorbing sound so if I take this off and shoot it with just the aluminum baffles, it's going to be tremendously quieter than if I didn't do that, if I didn't put the baffles in it, and it may still even be quieter than competitive level suppressors, but it's not going to be nearly as quiet as when I put a layer of actual felt, not like that other material but like actual soft felt. That's real felt, and then this is part of one of the CNC or the lathe turned. That's just adhesive from the tape that's on it. But this is I machined this on the lathe, and then I smoothed out each end, and then I made air stripping holes down the middle, going each direction, so 4 in each baffle, and then I wrapped it with this piece of felt and put Tessa tape around it, and this is a similar design to what's inside of these. So what I did is I just took the outside shell and I made a new inside of it, the design for the outside shell, and I made the internals like this, and it doesn't come apart. You don't need to take it apart, but I can show you. I have some printing right now, so I want to be able, and also I can show you the design. Let me see what I have on the screen. Let me see if I can put it in a different color so you can see inside of it. Let me do it in white, and then let's slice it that way, and then it should you can see inside of it. So you see it's like there's a spiral with air stripping holes in each baffle, and you can see all the baffles. That's what's inside of it. So it's multiple baffles with holes in them and to strip air, and that's what you see here. That's what's inside of those. So I'm going to start an online website. It's going to be pretty much the same as my name on YouTube, CJ's Machining and Air Guns and Machining, or I don't even remember, honestly. That's how much thought I put into it. But I mean, I'm passionate about the stuff I'm doing, not how I get it out there. But I'm passionate about getting it out there, because this is going to be more affordable than anything. It's going to be more affordable and also more effective than anything else you could buy for more money. So, I mean, I bought one suppressor that was like $300. I mean, the Impulse were a good value. They were priced accordingly, but machining aluminum is expensive, so they have to be more expensive. If I was to sell the aluminum ones, they would have to be more expensive too, because they're a lot more labor intensive. So what I did, instead of having to charge more money for those, is started making them with the 3D printers, because it takes a lot less manpower. It doesn't. I just program it, make the design, program it, and I can keep setting these things to print them over and over again, and then I can make as many as I need to fulfill demand. But I don't have to spend much more of my time to do it. So this way I can give it to you guys for a good price, and everybody wins. I make a few bucks, which at that price I'm not making a crazy amount of money, but I make a profit, and you guys get a better suppressor than you could get for more money. Which, if you like the aluminum, I get it, because I mean, I've been using these, honestly, but I get it. Some people want to see an aluminum one on their gun, and I don't blame you. I kind of do too, but I honestly like these, because especially my preference is the PLA carbon fiber comes out really well. I mean, these are pretty damn flawless. They come out pretty damn good, and it's a good color. It's like a gunmetal color, And then the actual regular PLA Plus Pro are solid black, and they come out like flawless. They come out really good. If you get regular PLA, it never comes out as good. You see the layers more. It's always like that. But you have to spend the extra money and get a PLA Plus Pro or a PLA carbon fiber, and then you get a much better filament. But anyways, everything up front. No secrets. No bullshit. I'm telling you the truth right up front. They're 3D printed, and they're 3D printed well, and exactly what they're 3D printed in, exactly what the price. I'm telling you guys everything up front because that's the kind of person I am, and that's how I do business, and that's how I'm going to continue to do business, no matter what business it is. So, I mean, I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and I've been doing a hell of a lot of it. So I thought it's about time I actually make a profit doing it. So this is a way to do it, and not only is it a way for me to make a profit doing it, but it's also a way for me to spread around all the knowledge I've attained by all the trial and error I've done. I've done a lot of trial and error on a lot of different things, and now I can share that with you guys by this is what I came out with as far as a suppressor that's affordable. And I will make CNC machined ones for if people want that, if you prefer a CNC machined one like these internals, or like this suppressor right here. This is the quietest one. This is the one that I did that testing with, that was 29 decibels quieter. And this is only one piece of aluminum bar stock. Actually, I'll show you a picture of what the internals look like so you guys can see exactly what's in there. Okay, so this is when I was machining it. That was, let me turn the screen. That was me leveling out the bar stock on the lathe. This is when I smoothed it all out to start machining it, and then this is the baffles, and then this is the finished product after I put the holes in it for air stripping. So in between each baffle there's a hole, and there is this is fitted to this housing, so that's what the lip is for, and it's going to be different for what housing you put it in, but that's the general idea. Which, if you guys have like a stock FX empty housing, I can make one to fit that. I can make the internals to fit that out of one piece of solid aluminum bar stock. So I know there's a couple others out there that fit the original FX, but I haven't tried those. But why would I spend the money on those now? I bought all the others because I was trying to find the best one, and really the best one was to take all of that and make it into something even better, and that's what I did. So what I'm saying is, all that trial and error, all that time designing and developing and troubleshooting and trying to find the best actual sound moderator that's going to actually affect the sound more than anything else has accumulated into what you're seeing now. So I'm going to start selling these online. I've already started to do the website. I have to take some photos of them, but I thought that the first thing I've been doing is making videos of, making these things and how to make them and all that kind of stuff. And for anybody who doesn't have the equipment to make them or just doesn't want to make them, here you go. So, the most fair prices you're going to find anywhere. I have never seen a sound moderator for an air gun for that price from any reputable brand at all, ever. I mean, the Behemoth is really expensive. I didn't even realize how much it came with the gun, but I didn't realize it was like $500. And then, like I said, I've spent like $300 on a Donnie FL, and it's literally a hollow tube with another hollow tube that has holes and a piece of felt. That's all that's in there. I mean, it's crazy. That probably costs less than these. Honest to God, because that's obviously mass produced in another country and then brought here, where all they do is laser engrave it or whatever they use to put their logo on it. But I'm not doing that. There is no logo on this. This is CJ's, like my company name, because I don't need any kind of recognition. I'm trying to provide a service and use my knowledge to actually use my time that I've spent and the knowledge I've attained during that time to share what I've gotten out of it, which is the best sound moderator that you can buy, that I've found. I mean, I can't say that it's the best one out there. I haven't tried every single suppressor that's out there for an air gun. I've tried all the major ones, and if anybody else has a recommendation of a suppressor that you think is really good, then please feel free to share that. But I'm comparing these on the same sound moderator. I'm comparing these sound moderators on the same decibel reader, on the same gun, with the same ammunition, with all of the above identical from one to the next. Oh, speaking of which, this is one right here. This is a machined piece of aluminum bar stock that's baffled, and this fits in the FX housing. It fits exactly like this. The cone in the front goes right into here, and this goes right up against the edge, and that fits right in the middle of the standard FX. So I haven't made these on a scale to sell them, but upon request, I will make them for you if somebody wants one. If you want that, or if you have, the only thing I haven't gotten good at is making the housings. I haven't taken a lot of time to do that because I had all these other suppressors that were subpar, and I wasn't going to use them the way they were, so I just modified them and used the housings. But I did make a couple with my own housing. I just haven't gotten good at making mass amounts of them because of, the threading and all that. But anyways, I will. I mean, maybe I'll do the aluminum ones too later on, but I would have to charge. I mean, there's a lot of aluminum in mine. It's not like there's just an aluminum shell and a tube in the middle. There's a big solid piece of aluminum bar stock, and I machine that out of a 2-inch bar stock bar. It's a solid 2-inch aluminum bar that I'm machining it out of, so there's a lot of waste. Unfortunately, it's just what it is. I don't need to use 2-inch. Sometimes I use 1.5 or 1 inch, depending on the diameter of the tube, but obviously you get as close as you can, but there's going to be a lot of waste when I'm machining out those baffles. Anyways, the point is that the aluminum is not cheap. This stuff is, the PA12 carbon fiber is over $100 a roll. That's for a full kilogram, but the Kevlar is even more expensive. I'm not going to charge any more for the Kevlar. I'll just not make as much. But I think that's like $79 for 500 grams. It's really expensive. The Nylon X Kevlar, I'll show you. Nylon X Kevlar is right here. So this is that right there. This was from Matter Hackers. It's 500 grams, and this was like $79. And it's going to be a gunmetal type of color like the other one, if you can see that. So that's a pretty small roll. I'll have to order more of this from somewhere. I'm not sure if I'm going to use Matter Hackers again because that's kind of expensive. But I mean, all the engineering grade filaments are and then I have nylon carbon fiber, PET carbon fiber I'm going to use as well. I'm going to try some suppressors out of that. I'm going to do PAHT carbon fiber and PETG carbon fiber. Then the aluminum I'm going to make more of, the Ultra ABS glass fiber, and probably I'll make some regular regular ABS rather, and ASA. And I'm going to make some out of everything. I'm going to try all the different filaments, and I'm going to price them according to the price of the filament. But those are going to be the prices. There's not going to be any, 79. There's not going to be any 89. There's going to be 99 for the mid-grade materials, and then there's going to be 129 for the high-end materials. There's not going to be any 159, or there's going to be 129 is the top of the line filaments. The 99 is the middle of the line filaments, and the 79 is the PLA Plus Pro or the PETG. But the carbon fiber filaments will be in the 79 and the 99 range, and then 129 for the others. So hopefully you guys that have been commenting on the suppressors and watching the suppressor videos will get some benefit out of that, and you'll be able to have a suppressor that's just like the ones I'm using. And I can even custom machine you an aluminum one. So if I do the custom machined aluminum ones, they're probably going to be in the $200 to $300 range, because like I said, the aluminum is expensive, and it's very time consuming as well. So for me to make that, it takes at least a good couple hours per suppressor just to make the internals. So, and then if you have the housing, I can probably do those for maybe $250 for the internals. But if I have to use a housing for it too, until I can start, if it picks up and people start buying a lot of them, I'll just order a whole bunch of housings already made, because that's so time consuming, it's worth just buying them, and then I'll just make the internals and put them in. But we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, if you guys want a custom one, I'm happy to do it. But I'm going to put the printed ones on there for now, and then if a lot of people request the aluminum, then I'll start putting those on as well. But I'll update this video with a link to my website when I'm finished with it, and that should be shortly. So I'll probably post this later tonight or tomorrow, and also the video that I'm going to do all the testing with. I'm printing a few more, as you saw right now, and when those are done, I want to try a couple other filaments, so I have like 6 or 7 different kinds that I can try at the same time, and I'm going to try them right next to each other. And the same thing with the printed aluminum baffles on the Scout. I'll probably use the Scout for most of it because it's a 30 cal, so it's kind of loud. So I figured that's a good gun to do it with. All right, so I will see you guys shortly on the next video, and hopefully anybody that's been wanting a suppressor that, like the ones I've been using, that are getting better decibel readings, you'll get to see it firsthand that it's getting a better decibel reading, and also you'll get to get one if you choose to buy one. Okay? All right, thank you guys.